Hey, babe. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey. And welcome back to a review on Basketball Wives. But really, we're talking about the drama that's been going on with Basketball Wives. I really came to you guys to give you a quick recap, I guess, of like the previous episode mixed with this episode. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, just get into it because we're really trying to get to the drama between Miss Nia Dorsey, Noria Dorsey, and Miss Brooke Bailey. Girl, we gonna talk about it. Some of y'all gonna be mad. If you are tuned into this show and you're tuned into this review, you may not really like some of the things that I will have to say about this. So give me a second and let me go ahead and pull up my thoughts on this particular situation, girl, because this right here is messy. Okay, so y'all know Duffy birthday party is supposed to take place in Vegas. So that's going to end up happening. She invited everybody to be a part. Now, we're learning about Brandy and her cancer scare, okay? Cancer may be returning for Brandy. I don't think we found out yet, or maybe I didn't finish the episode enough to find out what's happening with the cancer scare at this time. I hope that it's not that. I know the doctor was recommending that she get, what was it, a hysterectomy. Listen, I'm with her on getting about 7, 8, 9, 10 opinions before you just do a whole hysterectomy. You know what I'm saying? That's a little, wait a minute, you trying to do what? You know, I'm worried about that for her. But to hear her talk to her husband and her husband tells her, oh, well, I think we should try to have another child before that happens. And I'm just kind of like, you don't think that's going to mess things up even more? You don't think that's going to mess things up even more? Yeah, Brandy, go ahead and get your extra, evaluations, second opinions, thirds, and all this other stuff. And I get it. She only has one child. She wants to have another. I completely understand that. So just get have the meetings that you need to have. But I just kind of feel like it was a bit insensitive for the husband to say he want to have another child before all of that happens. Because I'm just thinking to myself, what if that makes it a more worse situation than what it is? So wishing Brandy a bit of luck on that. We're going to see how that's going to play out for Miss Girl. What else has been going on? Okay. And then I'm thinking about Brandy again. Like, I know how hard it is because she only got that one boy. And then she's thinking about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I may not be able to have no more kids, but maybe if she tried the IVF, and I'm not going to say IVF, but I mean, maybe she might want to consider the surrogate route. I don't know what's going to be the best thing for them, but to have your inside snatched out, I don't know about that, girl. I don't know, but let's keep going. Okay. Malaysia over there stressing over her kids and a baby daddy. Okay. She's stressing about the fact that he not over there paying no coins. Okay, that's what that's really boiling down to. Malaysia is stressed out because the coins are running very thin. The kids are getting older, they're requiring more, and the daddy is not doing his part. I do feel like some part of Malaysia is regretting the fact that she got a divorce from this man because she didn't know what life was going to be like later on. She probably thought at that time they was always going to have some money or something. I think that's what I think. I think she thought they probably was going to always have money. He was always going to pay and stuff like that. And now that he ain't been paying, which to me believes that that's primarily her income aside from Basketball Wives. Now it's just falling on that Basketball Wives check and things are getting a bit tight. Hello. So I understand that. She talks about how she doesn't want to go to court. She don't want to go to court. She don't want to have everything out in the media like they did the last time where people would be sitting up here judging them and stuff. And how I feel about that, she says she didn't want people in her business, but I feel like, girl, she said in their business. I feel like it's more so about you and your business because I feel like you may be worried about it being exposed, about how much money you're making and stuff like that. I think you're more so worried about how you're going to look in the media versus Gennaro. That's why I think that you don't want to go. But at the end of the day, F what the people talking about. If your children are in need and they daddy is, hey, he went half on the baby, he went half on the marriage. Now he still got to go on ahead and go half on these kids. And it's just what it is, regardless of whichever route you choose to take it. And for me, it's like you talking about giving it to God. And I understand that all day long. But you're also, in my opinion, choosing to sit there and suffer. And then seeking pity a little bit, even though you say you keep a lot of stuff to yourself because you don't want to stress people out and stuff like that. But as we've seen you on the show so far, you've been talking about it more and more. So it's giving that you want a little bit of pity. And it's like, girl, take this mother to court and F what the people is talking about. F them people. Get the record sealed. And it's like, or is it that she doesn't really have the money to go and get an attorney at this time to do that? It could be that, girl. I DK. So maybe this is her way of applying pressure by getting on this show and talking about him in hopes that, it'll start showing him in a certain light and he may want to get up off his ass and start helping her with these kids. But y'all leave y'all thoughts on that and we'll talk about that later. Okay. Now, what else ended up happening? Duffy wants to go into music, I guess. So she wants to go into music. She wants to work on that. And I think at some point, French Montana did agree to help her with that. She was considering leaving being a DJ because of her man. Her man wants her to be at home more, right? But she loves what she does. So she was thinking about quitting, only for her to not quit. We already knew DJ Duffy wasn't going to quit anyway. Okay. I feel like that was just giving storyline. The girl wasn't going to leave her job. And I don't think her man is going to just have her leave her job after he's been dealing with it for so long and allow her to be just unhappy or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I could be wrong, but that girl ain't leaving that job. That's the short answer. What else happened? The situation with Angel and Nia. The situation with Angel and Nia comes up because y'all know Angel at the baby shower, right? Rock brings out multiple rings. When he brings out these multiple rings, none of those rings were engagement rings. They were only promise rings or whatever the case may be. So Nia decided she was going to go to social media and make a joke or something talking about some, I got a taste for some unwedlock baby food or some mess like that, which she thought was funny, which wasn't funny at all. You were definitely taking a shot. You were definitely being messy as hell. And I feel like you were out of order. And you saying that it was funny, but I'm not understanding how it was funny when you said that you too had a child out of wedlock. So why would you make a joke about your damn self? Okay, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's better for you to joke on yourself versus somebody else joking on your ass. But at the same time, it was like, girl, it was classless. But let's be honest here. When the questions started to arise, it ain't like Nia or Noria or anybody else didn't have the same thoughts as everybody else, especially Jackie and Duffy. And y'all even clowned him in the confessional. You're bringing out these damn rings, but you're not getting down on your knee and you're not proposing to this woman that's about to have your child. But you praising her so much, like some things are not making sense to me. Okay. And then Duffy, you was messy AF for you to bring Rock over there to be a part of the conversation when Nia threw shots. Like, so much you wasn't going to bring Angel because Angel is pregnant. You sound dumb as hell. Why would you say that? But you will bring Angel on a damn trip to Vegas with your stupid ass. That's not adding up. I didn't want to go get Angel. I didn't want to go get Angel because you talking mess about him. So I wanted to go get him so you can have this conversation. Like, you make no damn sense. Okay. But you're going to bring Angel on a girls trip that you know could likely go left, because what girls trip have you ever been on with basketball wise that did not go left? So you sound stupid. And then for Rock to come over there, from what it looks like in the flashback, one thing about Rock, he going to argue with a woman. And that's just what that is. I love you down, Angel. You know I do. But girl, Mr. Man, one thing Rockstar gonna do is argue with a woman, and that's just on period. Okay, so he definitely be ready for that action. But anyway, girl, so later on we see where Angel addresses Nia and just let her know, because somebody asked her, like, have y'all talked or whatever. Somebody was being messy. I don't know if it was Jackie or somebody, but Angel just pretty much said, like, she told her that, she didn't like what she had to say. Like, bitch, I want some respect at the end of the day, whatever the case may be. Okay. You didn't have to put what you put on your motherfucking page. So then this is when Nia tried to bring up about how she didn't even know how it came to the group. She thought DJ Duffy brought it. And then here go Brooke, because Brooke is inching to be messy as hell. Brooke is inching to be in the mess. So Brooke comes and says, oh, it was me. It was me, girl. I'm the one that sent it to the group. And I'm like, girl, shut up. Okay. And y'all, I haven't been feeling the Nia sisters for real, the Dorsey sisters, like last year. I wasn't really feeling them. But I have to say, as we go into this new episode or during this season, and I'll be honest, I ain't been watching all of it, girl. I only watched like this episode and the last one. But I mean, I just feel like, Brooke, why are you coming for them? Are you coming for them because you know a lot of the general public don't really care for them based on them being on the last season? Is that why you trying to make them a target and you trying to come for them? Like, it wasn't really adding up. Like, you can't be that mad about what they posted regard or the shade that she threw, because it really was one sister, Nia. You can't be that mad about the shade that was thrown towards Angel when you and Angel ain't even clicked up cool like that. So I'm not understanding. Why is this such a big deal? See, you looking for somebody to beef with, and I feel like you think that they're the weakest links. So you're not going to beef with nobody else, but you're going to beef with them. But we going to see, because it seems like you're going to be trying to get at Miss Jackie Christie. And I guess y'all got over there real quick, because recently Jackie just, commented under one of your photos about how beautiful you look. So I guess you guys are back, cool or whatever. But anyway, girl. So Duffy also hopped into the conversation because she felt like her name shouldn't have been brought up or whatever. And now she wants all the smoke. And it's like, girl, y'all doing a whole lot, okay? Y'all doing a whole lot. Whole time Noria sat there and she didn't really say nothing the whole time. She let her sister handle her own. I felt like personally Duffy was the one that was doing the absolute most. Duffy, you were being messy as fuck. That's just what it is. Just as messy as they were being, you was being too. Yeah, she threw some shade on her post for no reason. Like, Angel ain't do shit to you for you to do that. And then here you go, Duffy. Let me go get Rock. Let me bring him into the conversation. And I did. Now when this girl say what you did, because she's she's just telling her story and what happened. You sit up here and you want to do the most. You want to start snapping off on her and going off on her because she mentioned your name when you are now a part of it. Let's be honest. But at the same time, Nia, you could have just apologized to Angel. You could have just said, my apologies. I didn't mean any harm. I thought I was cracking a joke, which I don't believe, but I thought I was cracking a joke, but it didn't land the way that I thought it would. And I apologize about that for hurting your feelings. Like, girl, just say the damn apology and let's just move on. You know what I'm saying? What else happened? So Nia post was in poor taste, as I said, and the apology wasn't genuine. Why would you want to even make fun of yourself? Because she said, I had a child out of wedlock. Girl, go around. So I did feel like Duffy was doing the most when she brought Rock into the conversation, and that's just pretty much it. So Duffy disinvites the girls once everybody get back to the house. Duffy and British had to go over there to see French Montana. And so first of all, Duffy, why was you trying to put British on French Montana? She don't even seem like his type, for real. He wasn't really even entertaining that part of the conversation. He was like, I'll be like, that's cool or whatever. Like, that's cute. What else is going on? Like, what you got going on? Because she ain't my type. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess, girl, let's go ahead and move on. So, when the ladies... When you got Duffy over there where she's at, the ladies are back at the house. Duffy FaceTimes them. She's asking them what's up, what's going on. She brings up the Nia sisters, the Dorsey sisters. And she says, listen, I'm disinviting her. She disinvited one of the ladies, right? But because they come as a package deal, Brandy says, well, here they come. But so it sounds like I think originally Duffy was disinviting one of the girls, but when she saw them both together, I think she told them both that it was better if they did not come. Like, y'all might want to hang back on this one. She didn't even want them around her based on the incident that happened earlier, right? So now the sisters are slick feeling away about that, which is cool. But what's so funny about it is that you told those girls not to show up, but damn near majority of the house didn't even show up. I think maybe 2 people showed up. I feel like it was Brooke and maybe it could have been British or something, but most of the house didn't even show up to the shit. But anyway, girl, what else happened? Malaysia and Brandy. So everybody's in there going around, they're talking, sharing their stories, giving their thoughts and stuff. At some point we see where Brandy and Malaysia end up having a conversation, Malaysia just tells Brandy, like, first of all, they tired of beefing. So they say, even though I still believe they tired of beefing. It's been about 3 years. I told y'all that these ladies fell out a long time ago. I don't know why people thought they just fell out when the show got ready to get started. They've been not being friends. Okay. So they fell out like 3 years ago or so. And so Malaysia's just like, I'm tired, And Brandy said, well, listen, I just want you to know, if you're saying that you didn't know my daddy had passed away, then I'm going to accept you for your word. But when you did find out, you didn't show up for me and you weren't there for me as a friend like I expected you to have been there. You treat me like I'm just some random chick off the street, like you ain't even know my daddy and like my dad ain't never adored you. So, of course, Miss Malaysia says that she had a lot going on. She ended up going through, I guess, that divorce with Gennaro, and Brandy was the first person to know about it. And things have just really been hard for her. And for real, in that moment, seeing her cry, I'm going to keep saying it. I think that she was regretting, like, dang, why did I even make that decision to divorce this man? But anyway, right? So she told her, listen, sometimes I just go through a lot of stuff and I just get in this space where I'm like, leave it to God at the end of the day. Like, I mean, and I'm just like, you keep saying that, but some part of me is like, girl, I understand, leave it to God, give it to God. I understand all of that. Faith without works is DEAD, it's dead. So what are you going to do? Okay, some stuff you just gonna have to, get up. But anyway, girl, so she said she don't be want to bother her with the stuff that she has going on. She said, you already told me I put too much on you. So if that's how you feel, then like, I don't want to keep putting stuff on you. Some stuff I just want to deal with myself. Right. So there's that. But I also feel like the reason Malaysia probably stopped talking to Brandy was because Brandy was no longer a safe space for Malaysia to talk to. That's probably what that is, which is probably why Malaysia was so easy to just let the friendship damn go. Either when they get on the phone, Brandy always talking about her damn self instead of listening to Malaysia, or she just made her feel away about whenever she would share some information with her. Okay, she probably would make her feel away about, the info she would share. So Malaysia probably was like, well, girl, then cool, I ain't got nothing to say. And I hope that Brandy wasn't over there encouraging Malaysia to get no damn divorce, knowing she said her ass up there and stay with her man. Yikes. But anyway, girl, let me be quiet, girl. Y'all do what y'all want to do. I ain't these streets, girl, because this y'all streets, not mine. All right. So at the end of the day, I think Jackie asked them to hug it out. Or no, actually, Brandy gets up and go over there and ask her if she can have a hug and can she mean it. So they hug. Malaysia cries, and all seem to be okay for the moment. I don't know if there's going to be another falling out at the end of the, before the season is over. But yeah, that's what it's given. What else we got? Noria, Nia, and Duffy. Okay. So Noria didn't like being uninvited. And I think this is when everybody came in. So Duffy comes back. She's checking on everybody, asking them what's been going on. She lets them know, like, listen, y'all ain't even show up. Like, what the hell? But then she understood. Now, what we find out is that Duffy, even though she disinvited the Dorsey sisters, she turned around and told them if they would like to come, it's cool. Because she says she gets in these moments where she get like real mad, real upset. And then when she gets calm and she starts thinking about it, guilt starts to set in. Girl, I can relate. Girl, I give you that. I can relate on that, right? And so, anyway, at the end of the day, it seems like, so Noria says, well, I just want to know what I did to you. And she was like, Duffy said, I'm sorry. Did I say anything to you? BIT, you disinvited them. What do you mean? And then you responded to both of them collectively and told them if they want to come, they can. So Duffy, as much as you wanted Nia to take ownership for the post that she made, you should have took ownership for disinviting them instead of saying, oh, I probably thought that you was just a cool ass sister. I just thought you was a down ass sister. And you was just, I wouldn't go nowhere without my sister. Like, girl, you escaping accountability. You just had a self-check with your damn self because the guilt set in. So why not just acknowledge it all the way? Like, my bad, I grouped you in on some stuff that had to do with your sister. I shouldn't have did that. My issue was primarily with your sister, because when everything was happening, Noria wasn't saying nothing. She was letting her sister pretty much handle the conversation. She wasn't trying to jump in. So for you to group them together, you did that. So I think Duffy was like, somebody started complaining about something. And Duffy says, well, if you don't like it, you can get out. And Nia said, but I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to twerk. I'm going to have a good time. And then Duffy said, all right, then bet. That's what it's about. Like, let's do that then. Let's be cool. And so Noria said, girl, this is some messy high school shit. This is some messy high school shit. So then Duffy's like, what the fuck? What you talking about, girl? And she says, like, y'all be operating like y'all in a clique. She ain't lying. Let's be honest. She's not lying. Y'all are operating. Y'all have always in the history of Basketball Wives operated as though there is a clique. Let's be honest here. So then Brooke tells her, well, you just mad. You sounded like you mad because you can't be a part of the clique. Girl, sit down. You so happy that you're now a part of the clique. Like, sit down, Brooke. Okay, we gonna need you to have a seat. Go ahead and clock out for me because you're doing a little too much. And it's like, dang, y'all got me over here defending the Dorsey sisters. Because that post that they made was really not that bad. And for anybody to be upset, it should be Angel. But since Angel's pregnant, I guess y'all feel the need to be more upset for her. And you just mad, Brooke, that Nia didn't back down to your ass when you thought that she should have. And she told you, I don't give a fuck what you like. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Yikes. Okay. So there's that. A lot of y'all probably gonna be mad, girl, but leave it in the comments, honey. What else happened? So of course Duffy come around the table like she about to get at them. You got Brandy in the middle trying to stop it, and then what's her name? Brooke goes around on the backside. So as the ladies are, well, Duffy threw a paper plate at Noria, right? So Noria's like, girl, like, calm down. Like, you might want to fall back, girl, because we can do this. So Brooke decides that she was going to throw a glass of champagne or something in it. She done threw this damn glass at these ladies. And I'm like, Brooke, that was such a weak move. That was such a weak move. Like, that was just such a weak move to me. That was such a weak move. Like, I don't know. I don't know if they're being bullies. We'll have to see. I think it's because the sisters are so small and the other ladies are just big. You know what I'm saying? They're bloated. So, they're not big, they're bloated. But yeah, maybe that's what it is. Like, I don't know. And then I have to go back now. I'm thinking about bloated because one of the sisters said on Twitter talking about, have you noticed all the mean girls got fake butts? I said, yikes, because that's what it's giving. And Miss Duffy decides that she's gonna go over here and get her damn face done with some Botox. And it's like, I don't understand when people do that too soon. I get it when you get older and you may see some little lines, some little, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like, I get it, girl. But I feel like they be doing that too early, especially for y'all to be sitting up here talking about you. Like Duffy said, she's about to be 33. I said, you a 30-something lie. Is what you are. A 33 ass a lie, girl. You probably gonna be 36, 37, 38, but you're not 33. And if that's the case, I feel bad, girl, because you're definitely giving much older than what you look like. Yikes. All right. So that was pretty much it. I feel like Brooke was a clown. I feel like Brooke did not have to throw that glass at nobody, girl. You over here being a grown ass woman and over here trying to have a whole nother child, yet you still over here acting like a child. Like, get that together. All over some girls that ain't do shit to you, nothing to you. They really didn't. Like, let's be honest here. Those girls really didn't do anything. One of them just made a post. And because the other one is her sister, she got grouped into some shit that ain't got nothing to do with her. So I don't really think those girls did anything to you, but we about to get into it because it seems like it went from social media, girl. Okay. It went from it went from the TV show to social media. So let's get into what the ladies ended up having to say. Okay. First things first. All right. We have Miss Ania saying they argued from the bus to the camel ride after me and Angel talked back on the bus to the house. They argued every time. She also goes on to say, and right after they cried, they got right into it with each other again. Man, so they edited us. What she says? She says, man, so they edited us and like we just walked in. LOL, we been sitting there the whole time. They cried. Who's crying? I don't know what she's talking about. They crying about. She says, so this whole kitchen scene with the talking, me and my sis are sitting right there next to Brandy. There, as you see, our purses. We had a whole dialogue. Okay. The next part, she goes on to say, that's not true, Duffy. She says, that's not true. Duffy she sent me a text saying she was told not to invite me and she wanted me to come. I didn't come because you're not going to play me on camera, then off camera. Be nice. Interesting. That's not true, Duffy sent. She sent me a text saying she was told not to invite her. And she wanted her to come. Interesting. So it wasn't Duffy just saying, hey, girl, I don't want you to be in attendance. Somebody else told her to say that. So I wonder if it was production to create some drama. I didn't come because you're not going to play me on camera, then off camera. Be nice. Interesting. But I feel like you played off camera, Nia. You played off camera when you put that post up trying to shade Miss Angel Brinks and didn't want to try to come back and then act like everything's all cool. So it's okay for you to do it, but can't nobody else play with you. Let's go ahead and keep going, especially when Angel ain't do nothing to you. Let's keep going. So Brooke says, what are y'all mad about tonight, child? What is y'all mad about tonight, child? We can talk about it then. Okay, so this is what Miss Brooke is saying. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else. Let's see what else ended up happening here. I think there's one more post I want to bring up before this one. Okay, so this is the first part. Before Brooke even opened her mouth and said, what are y'all mad about tonight? Nia says, first off, if it wasn't Duffy house, she says, first off, it wasn't Duffy's house. The producer on the show let us film in the house from his friend. We all stayed in hotels, so she can't put no one out of nowhere. Then she told me when we went to dinner a week after the trip that she didn't know I was going to announce in the kitchen in front of the group that she texted me that she's clever and came up with a good response after I let everyone know she invited her. Gotcha. So Duffy technically invited them, but she didn't send it out to the mass group. She didn't send out a mass group text. She sent it to only the sisters and said, hey, y'all can come out if y'all want to, because she was feeling bad. So she had to go ahead and catch herself in the moment. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so that's when Brooke said, what are y'all mad about tonight? We can talk about it then, right? And then this is where a video was posted by Miss Nia. So Nia ended up posting up this video to which Miss what's her name, Miss Brooke ended up responding. Let me see if I could just share it up here.
So who threw the glass? Brooke.
So let me pause this and go back so that I can make sure I can share it up here for you guys. Okay. So this is what Miss Nia had to say.
So who threw the glass? Brooke threw a glass. It is from behind and drenched us with liquor and hit my sister in the back. You're too good to be fighting. Exactly. You know, I kept it cute and classy the whole time. But I guess some people are just ratchet and they can't help it. You know, I think they were fighting once before. This is the same girl that was fighting seasons ago. And I told the producer.
All right, so that's about all of that snippet that we have there. So this is when Miss Brooke decided to let her know, or let everybody know, because somebody asked her, why did you throw water on the Dorsey sisters? And she says, it was a champagne in a plastic cup. I felt as though they were antagonizing me. That was better than me getting physical, quote unquote, editing. Ma'am, let me put this back. What did she say? It was champagne in a glass cup. I felt as though they were antagonizing me. Girl, not them antagonizing you. How were they antagonizing you when you started with them and it ain't even about you? You included yourself in on the mess. That's what's not clicking for me, Stephen. I cannot. So then she goes on to say, also, it's a show for entertainment. And if you get a moment, you should carry it. That's not being thirsty or looking for attention. That's doing your job. If you're mute the entire show and get a moment, use it. So that's what's interesting to me. It's a lot of contradiction going on around these ladies for me. If you feel like if a person, gets a moment, they should carry it. Well, how don't you know Nia posting what she posted on Instagram was her looking for a moment and she's trying to carry it. But instead, you made it bigger than what it is. But then when it comes to your actions, it's okay for you to make excuses for what you did. But then they have to own up to what they did. Like, it's not, girl, I can't. She says, I was trying to help cast without voice. I'm sorry. She says, I was trying to help cast with no voice to step their game up. They dropped the ball. They talk more on the internet than the entire season. Then guys, what? She says, never been a bully in my life. Never will be. She says, I naturally talk aggressive. Either talk that SHI back or get your soft ass the fuck on. Now listen, I cannot disagree with her on some of this. Okay? I cannot disagree with her on some of this. I feel like that is how Brooke is, girl. That is how she is, but she ain't got to be like that all the time. But when she says that they talk more on the internet than they talk the entire season, she ain't necessarily lie, girl. She ain't necessarily lie. She really did. She didn't lie for real on this part. But what I will say is when it was time for them to talk, they were talking, okay? And they weren't being quiet about it. They wasn't being shy about it. They was calling bitches out. Like, I mean, I don't, what else do you want them to do, girl? Okay? So, I mean, I'm just calling a thing on both sides. Like, that's just what it is, okay? Let's get into the next part. So, Brooke says, it's two of y'all and it's one of me. How do I bully more than one person? F out of here, okay? It's not necessarily about it being two people and you being one, and you're wondering how are you being a bully because the numbers are not adding up. It's more so you continuing to come for them. That's the thing for me. Okay, so then at that point, then you are being a bully when the situation really didn't have nothing to do with you. You included yourself on it, and you're continuing to include yourself on it. So it is coming off a bit bullyish in my opinion. But let's go ahead and keep going. So Brooke says BIT just got her husband back. Everyone's husband on the show has cheated before, but one of these husbands cheated with boys. Oh wow. Oh, wow. She says Philippines men love the boys there. Hashtag overseas basketball players. Girl, I know you're not coming from Miss Noria's husband, girl. Let's keep going. She says BIT is always talking about somebody old. What we do know is one of y'all cootie twas is old. Been using it since your teens. Then says one thing about it is I have a job and you don't. Facts. Oh, wow. Okay, then. Well, I don't know what else to say. She definitely came and she dragged you guys down. But you ain't have to clown about that lady Cootie Twat talking about she been using it since her teenage years. Girl, I cannot. At this point, all y'all Cootie Twats is old. If you ask me, all y'all Cootie Twats is old and turned out. Even if it is used by only one person or two. Girl, and it's aged. Understand, everybody got aged Cootie Twats. Just what Eva told Portia is giving very much aged hen. Or something like that. Okay. Whichever one said it, it was one of the two said it, either Portia or Eva, but they said an aged hen. And that's exactly what y'all cootie twas is giving. Y'all is giving aged. It don't matter. It don't matter. Everybody's about in the same boat here. Okay. So let's get to the next part. All right, so Brooke says BITs get more attention online than on TV. I get paid for this. Y'all do it for free. Thank you for your services. Girl, how you know these people don't get paid? How you know they just showing up? I will hope y'all not just doing this stuff for free after being on here with your second, maybe third season, whatever it is. Girl, I will hope that you're getting a coin. You might not be getting as much as Brooke is getting, but I will hope that you're getting some type of monetary gain here. All right, now let's keep going. So somebody says, well, Nia says you need it. Remember, you got to support yourself out that divorce. Ooh, wow. Girl, these girls is clapping. They're clapping back. They're clapping back. So Brooke says, BIT, you bake NF for a living. Leave me alone. I can send you somewhere to slang those cheesecakes. What's wrong with her baking, ma'am? I'm confused. What is wrong with her baking? If she wants to bake, let her bake. Girl, I just saw a girl on TikTok that was over here baking cakes, and she just baked her second or third cake for P. Diddy. Okay? Now, what's wrong with baking? What is wrong with that? Can you cook? Like, why are you tripping off of her baking? Like, let's keep it going. Okay, so Nia says a ratchet gutter rat hoe is what you are. Your own husband wouldn't even sleep with you talking about how you bagged up last season. She says so home. What, girl? Y'all need to get y'all stuff together. She says so home. Get that rank. I guess she meant to say so home. Listen, Twitter, y'all need to edit. Y'all need to create the edit button and not have to make people pay to edit. Okay, it should just come with it. Get it together. Y'all are behind the curve. We need y'all to step it up. Okay, and y'all one of the ones that's been around about longer than damn Facebook. So we need y'all to step it up. Get it together. She says a ratchet gutter rat hoe is what you are. Your own husband wouldn't even sleep with you talking about how you bagged up last season. So hoe. Get that orangutan cootie popping to pay your bills. Oh, they say that thing smell a little tangy too. So Summer Eve's it up. Now, that wasn't a read for me because Summer's Eve really isn't a product that you would truly want to use. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with those type of products. They're really not, it sounds good. Commercials look cute or whatever like that. The packaging is fancy, but girl, it's really not that thing that you should be using for your cootie twa. Okay. And the fact that you would mention that to her makes me wonder about yours. But we're going to go ahead and keep going. Where am I? Let's see. Where am I? Okay, she says, I gave you a storyline, LOL. You tried to attach yourself to me as much as you could. So thank me for your moment. Ma'am, I brought you back from the dead because you've been dead 10 years. Then goes on to say, old cootie twa couldn't keep a husband less than 5 years. Poor you. Girl, honestly, that wasn't a read, Miss Nia, because even good cootie twa don't keep a man. Okay, it don't matter, girl. Okay, I'm sure Beyonce got some real good cootie twat and all of that, and Jay-Z still stepped out. Okay, but I guess he realized it's cheaper to keep her. All right. So he made sure he got it together and he stayed. Okay, but girl, good, bad, it don't matter. A man gonna do what he wanna do because it's just how he is, girl. Okay. I don't know, girl. Let's keep going. Okay. So Noria says the folks putting their insecurities off on others because they have piss poor fake marriages. She says maybe folks start worrying about if their husband is effing NIGGAs. Ain't they getting a divorce? Oh wow, not her getting who getting a divorce? Y'all just got married not too long ago, and you about to have a baby. At least that's something that you want to do. So you mean to tell me that y'all may be divorced? How is that working? Oh wow, y'all about to get a divorce, girl? That is some shaky, shady. All right, but let's keep going, honey. All right, so Brooke says one of the sisters been selling cootie twat, and the other one just got her husband back. I think I read this part. No. She says one of the sisters been selling cootie twat, and the other one just got her husband back after he was effing other people in the Philippines and the city. Girl, now how you want to know this woman business all the way down there to the Philippines? Then she says again, lies. I was drinking out of a plastic cup. That's what I threw. Hoes want a pity party so bad. Nope, not getting it from me. No plastic cup injured anyone. I guess, girl, I don't believe you, Brooke. You need more people, okay? Now, she also goes on to say, BIT is talking about a act. That's your life. You just saw me in person. Did not have no negative energy. Hopping in pics and all. Not her hopping in the pics and stuff. Oh, wow. Well, both of y'all, neither one of y'all was about that action. If you ask me, Miss Brooke, in my opinion, I feel like neither one of y'all was about that action. So if she wasn't about that, you wasn't about that either, because you let her hop in the pics and everything. So both of y'all is really just carrying on, being fake to get more people to watch the show. But let's go ahead and let's just keep going, okay? So then Brooke says, I can't stand hoes that get on reality TV and don't work for their check, but get online to become a star. That's your goal, sis? Well, I mean, do she gotta really work? What is working for your check? I mean, I guess add to the conversation, Miss Girl. I guess she was working for that check if she done sat up there and posted something on Instagram that y'all done brought to the TV screen. So I guess she is working for that check. Okay, enough for y'all to be getting into it. Oh, wow. Well, you might be securing them a spot next season if y'all gonna keep having these issues, but let's keep going. All right. So Noria says, y'all do realize I ain't did nothing to nobody but stick up for myself. Now I'm the most hated. I can't say that she lying because she really didn't do nothing. She even let her sister handle her own. Up until, what's her name? Duffy included her on the uninvite list. So that's when she decided to go ahead and get up, say her 2 cents. So then Noria says, hurt people hurt people. People will do and say whatever for fame. Girl, I can't. And she ain't lying. Let's keep going. Okay. So Nia says, first off, no, I think I got to that part. I think I got to that part. We got to all of that. Okay. We got to all of that. Girl, it was just too much. Okay. It's a whole lot going on over here. I just wanted to come to you guys so you can see the drama that's been folding out or unfolding over there on Twitter. See what's going on. I just felt like ain't nobody really in this situation right. Nia, a lot of this started with you with the mess that you put on your page. Okay, you were wrong. You should have just accepted accountability, apologized, moved on, and keep moving on. Like Malaysia was trying to tell you to do. Like, girl, act like we don't know what the hell going on, like you don't know them or anything, so we could just be past the drama, right? But then also, Brooke, you really didn't have to go as hard as you did, and the fact that you went as hard as you did for me is making me feel like you were the one that was actually looking for a moment. You needed to spice some things up, and I just find it interesting that you chose these young ladies. Why didn't you try that with British? Why haven't you tried that with Duffy? That's what I'm not understanding. Like, and then somebody else that ain't really been making no splash on the show is Jennifer Williams. You talking about people that's being on the show and not really giving a whole lot or saying nothing or doing nothing. Jennifer is one of those people. She just happened to have a date, but she ain't really saying that or adding nothing. She ain't really talking about nothing herself. So I'm confused. I don't know. It's giving you wanted to come at the Dorsey sisters because a lot of the general public, the fans, don't really care for them. And you thought that it was going to be easy and it was going to make you look good. But I don't think it really helps. I don't. Duffy had her issue with them. And then it was all said and done. I ain't see Duffy on Twitter saying nothing because she don't care. Irrelevant. But, you need to give them a little more. So There's that, I guess, honey. Well, do your thing. Do what you're gonna do, child. Either way, honey. Good luck. That's all that I got. I wanted to come to you guys real quick to let you hear this review on Basketball Wives and also share the back and forth. I want to hear you all's thoughts and comments down below. Let me know how you're feeling about the overall situation with Basketball Wives, whether you even watching, girl. Let's be honest. Let me know about whether or not you're watching, whether you're entertained or anything like that, girl. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Be sure to like. Be sure to comment. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Bye-bye.